What's up, family? Yes, it's true. According to CeeLo Green, Goodie Mob is calling it quits. He recently made the announcement that the four-man crew were finally going their separate ways. All four members, Khujo, Timo, Big Gipp, and CeeLo Green, have been a part of Goodie Mob for at least a couple decades now. They're originally from the Dungeon family, which consisted of OutKast, Sleepy Brown, and a few other artists, but Goodie Mob was one of the biggest groups outside of OutKast off of Dungeon family, in my opinion. So this year, 2025, just so happens to be the 30th anniversary of their debut album, Soul Food. In this same announcement, not to forget his brothers, OutKast, they were just recently inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. To tell you the truth, I thought they was already in there, but that's when he followed up to let us know that Goodie Mob was separating. Now, this may not necessarily be a bad thing. They've separated before and had individual projects. You know, we've seen CeeLo Green on TV shows and doing other things, and then Big Gipp, but that's another story. Actually, I had a chance to meet Big Gipp when he worked with Ali from the St. Lunatics. They joined together to form a group or a duo, and they put out an album a few years ago. So anyway, since they've done individual projects, the good news is they're actually setting up for a tour to celebrate 30th anniversary of Soul Food. So Goodie Mob, consisting of Khujo, Timo, Big Gipp, and CeeLo himself, are all going on tour, hopefully later this year or early next year. So a little history, the group came together after meeting Atlanta production gurus Organized Noize. One of the heavy producers on the Organized Noize was Rico Wade, R.I.P. He was one of the best producers around. He worked with OutKast, Dungeon Family, and everybody off the label. I think a lot of people sleep on Rico's production abilities, but he was a really good producer. Matter of fact, he's one of my favorite producers because I'm a big fan of a lot of the music that came out of Organized Noize, thanks to Rico Wade. So Timo and Khujo were a duo known as the Lumberjacks. Gipp and Ceelo were solo artists. The individual members all appeared on OutKast's 1994 debut, southernplayalisticadillacmusik, and at the suggestion of the crew's associates, they came together to form Goodie Mob. So this is not the first time CeeLo had mentioned doing a farewell album and a tour, but I think this time they're pretty serious about closing the door, but opening up a new door for this tour. Yeah, the group actually split up back in 1999 after the World Party album, and CeeLo went on to pursue his solo career. Gipp followed suit with his 2004 One Monkey Don't Stop No Show. The four members all reunited in 2013 for the Age Against the Machine, and followed up with Survival Kit in 2020. Then he would also work with Ali from the St. Lunatics on a couple songs. CeeLo Green was very sentimental about breaking up with the group. He said that he was only 19 in 1995 when Soul Food was released. He was the youngest member of the group. He said that I jumped off the porch so early that I don't even really remember being a child. I carry the pain of 1,000 generations in my heart. I should not have even been able to speak like this, and I am still having an out-of-body experience listening to myself now. I'm nothing more than a civil servant and an obedient soldier, and I want to take this time to thank unconditionally Goodie Mob for letting me be a part of this group, because I came from the dungeon alone and they encouraged me to think out loud. Lord knows I needed it during this time, and I had just lost my mother as we were recording this album. Goodie Mob saved my life. Yes, God put a message on my heart for anyone who would listen, but in all honesty, I was trying to save my own soul. So as you can see, CeeLo's not taking it lightly. I think he's very thankful for the last few generations of everything they did as a group in the music industry. I think they had a lot to do with us coming up. I'll say for myself, I listened to a lot of Goodie Mob, OutKast, the whole Dungeon family back in the mid-90s, early 2000s. To me, they were one of the best groups at the time. I mean, you can go anywhere without hearing OutKast or even without seeing Goodie Mob. But those guys were pretty nice. Like I said, I met all of them before. I met Gipp a couple times, and he's a good guy. But I'm gonna miss the sound of Goodie Mob. If you're a fan of Goodie Mob and you have a favorite song, make sure you leave in the comments one of your favorite songs from Goodie Mob. One of mine, as you can hear in the background, is Black Ice or Sky High. I think that song stays in your mind. It kept with me for like a long time. I still listen to it now. And then they also have a co-star at the end with OutKast, guest appearing on this song, which I think brought a lot of beef to it, gave it a lot of heart. Dungeon Family, they're probably, believe it or not, in my top 10 as far as families, hip-hop families. Dungeon Family is, their production is tight, their lyrics and their delivery is really good. So I don't know any other groups that can deliver and be as versatile as OutKast and Goodie Mob. And Ceelo himself is really talented. As you know, he's been a judge on a couple of the singing shows that's been on TV, and he's just made a path for himself, dropping his own albums, and he's been really busy doing a lot of things in the music industry since he's been away from the group. But he never left that love of the group. Like I said, they all still been friends, and they all still work together, and they all still talk all the time. It's just at some point, I guess they figured out, you know what, we've done what we're gonna do with the Goodie Mob logo. You know, let's go ahead and call it quits and just close the door with a final album to the fans and the final tour. So I'm looking forward to this tour. I believe it may happen in November. I'll keep you up to date, and if I get any changes, I'll let you know. But make sure you go out to your Ticketmaster and find out what cities they'll be in, so you can copy your ticket to see the final performances of Goodie Mob. Who knows, possibly maybe OutKast may even pop up, or the rest of the Dungeon family may pop up and support this outgoing farewell of Goodie Mob. So as always, I like to have this conversation, and I want you guys to make sure you go on my post tab and right here in this video. First, you subscribe, hit like, and then drop a comment and let me know your thoughts on Goodie Mob. Are you gonna miss Goodie Mob? Let me know what songs you like the best from Goodie Mob, and which artist off Goodie Mob is your favorite rapper from the group. To me, I think all of them brought their own style to each and every song, so I can't really say I have a favorite one. They all sound good together, but I am gonna miss listening to Goodie Mob. I'm gonna miss really the whole Dungeon fam. I know Andre 3000, he's kind of off on his own, picking up a new genre of music with the flute and doing other things, but there's nothing wrong with that. You know, music is an art, and he's an artist as well as a lyricist. So let's keep it going, guys. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe. Please drop a comment. Let's have this conversation. Let me know what you think about Goodie Mob. Peace.